What's going on here? You don't even have a case.
Oh, but I do have a case, Max. I do have a case, which is why I'm asking for murdered one.
Surprised?
Surprised. It's not exactly the word I would use. I gotta tell you, I didn't think Melinda would ever be released from that clinic.
Well, it hasn't happened yet. She still needs a medical doctor and a sponsor to take responsibility for her.
So isn't Herb going to sponsor in Dorian's absence?
No, he can't. He's really tied up with this whole Maria Roberts murder case. But he did reluctantly agree to let her stay at Mom's apartment with me. Which leaves us one sponsor short. The medical type. You want to volunteer?
Oh, Cassie, you don't even know Melinda.
I know, but I'm looking forward to meeting her, and I really want to help her out.
The Melinda I knew was a rather emotional woman. One minute she'd fly into a violent rage over absolutely nothing. The next minute she'd be sweet as cream. And it was that sort of pattern that affected her relationship with everybody.
I know. She grew to hate a lot of people. She even tried to kill Jenny.
Yeah.
I know all of this. But the psychiatrist that has been treating her says that her personality problems are a chemical imbalance. As long as she keeps taking her medication, she's fine.
Yeah, so it says here. And believe me, my reservations are not medical, they're personal.
Because of what happened with Tracy James.
Yeah. I mean, I gave her my friendship and...
She killed your wife.
And Dr. Polk, and she threatened Vicky, and...
Larry, none of that was your fault.
I know it's not my fault, but I just don't feel that I'm quite ready yet to deal with another psychotic personality.
Okay. I can understand that, I can. I'm sorry I raised such painful memories for you.
I wish I could help you.
Well, is there someone at the hospital you can recommend?
Well, it's going to be difficult. I suppose you could try to talk to Dr. Franklin.
Thanks.
Premeditated murder? What, are you out of your mind?
Death by poisoning is by law a willful and deliberate act, especially in light of the evidence that Tina stole the poison from Sanders' Chemical.
You know Tina. She's not capable of plotting a murder, much less committing it. She was set up by Maria. Maria planned to murder Vicky and then set Tina up for the murder.
I am not going to argue the merits of this case with you. Tina's lawyers will argue her defense in court.
Tina will not withstand the ordeal of a murder trial. Don't you realize you're just doing what Maria wanted? You're getting her revenge for her.
I have no choice.
You got all the choice in the world. You're the DA.
Now, look, I've made my call. Do you
Yeah, well,
understand
change it. Just give Tina a break. I mean, the trial is going to kill her. She's just got through a brush with death in the Argentinian jungle. She just had a baby. The lady's too fragile to go through a trial.
He had the strength to poison Maria.
She's innocent.
You give me one shred of evidence. Give me one good
If I had a shred of evidence, would I be here asking for time?
Well, we don't have any more time, not for Tina and not for you. Now, if you will excuse me, I have to prepare for the hearing.
Judith, you keep asking me the same questions over and over again.
In hopes of getting an honest answer.
You have. You really have. Please stop badgering me.
This is nothing compared to what Herb's going to do to you in the courtroom.
Oh, my God, are you saying I'm going to have to answer questions? I'm not up to that today, please, so just tell the judge I'm sick or something, okay?
Tina, all you have to say is not guilty.
Are you sure?
Yes, Jeff and I will do the talking.
All right, I think I can manage that.
All right, now let's just go back over the preparation.
Look, I've already heard everything.
There are things I want to talk to you about that I am simply not clear about. Now, do you remember a conversation you had with Maria where she said that Kate was pressuring Cord to sue for custody of Al?
It's engraved in my brain.
What else did Maria say to you aside from the business about the custody suit?
Oh, that she would truly enjoy making my life miserable.
Did she tell you how she intended to do that?
No.
Did she tell you she intended to write Cord a letter?
No.
When did she first discuss the secret she blackmailed you with?
Are you trying to trap me? You are. Judith, I can't believe this.
I am just trying to get the truth.
Look, you're just going to have to trust me, all right? Look, you're my lawyer. If you don't trust me, who will?
Tina, why won't you trust me?
I do. I've trusted you with my life. I've trusted you with my son's future.
Tina, what matters to you in life?
What do you mean?
Well, you lost Cord. Obviously, that was very important to you.
Yes, I never tried to hide that.
Well, what else? Your son's love, your sister's love.
Of course that matters.
How can Maria possibly destroy that? You said that if you revealed the secret, you would lose everything.
I never said that.
You said that at the police station.
Look, I didn't know what I meant, okay? Look, I'm so afraid of Mom Maria's lies. I don't even know what I'm thinking anymore, so please, just... Can't you tell the judge just to dismiss this whole thing?
I cannot do that, not unless you come up with something between now and the hearing. Herb is going...
What was the matter?
Herb will probably give us a very rough time in the courtroom this afternoon, so I'd like you to be prepared for that, okay? Now you get some rest and get some sleep, and I will see you in the courtroom.
Thank you, Briggs. Bye-bye.
Did he rearrange your photo shoot?
Yeah, he said no problem. I tell you, honey, I don't even think I could pick up a camera today, let alone focus one.
Sweetheart, if the judge thinks the DA doesn't have a strong enough case against Tina, then the whole thing could be over this afternoon.
Or it could be the big beginning of an even bigger problem.
Honey, even if it does go to trial, my mother is a wonderful lawyer.
That doesn't mean that Tina won't just pick up and run away. If she is guilty, she will run. She's tried it before.
Do you think she is guilty?
I don't believe that she is capable of cold-blooded murder. No.
So everything is coming back to that secret.
If there is a secret.
Oh, sweetheart, let's just forget the whole thing until the arraignment's over, okay?
Yeah, I know that Tina is on edge right now, and she's frightened, but that only makes me frightened for Al.
Well, then why don't you talk to Gabrielle? Isn't she taking care of Al right now?
I've talked to Gabrielle. Honey, I don't even know if I can trust her. I don't know how the two of them became such good friends all of a sudden.
Well, I think it was because of the situation of them being both down in Argentina.
Oh, come on, Kate. Would you give up everything, your career, all of it, to go be nursemaid for somebody else's child, someone you just met a couple of months ago?
Possible. It would depend on how much that friend needed me. Wait a minute. You don't think that Gabrielle and Tina are scheming?
Boy, you know, I'm glad you're thinking that, too.
Well, I guess you do have reason to be suspicious. I mean, Tina is famous for wild schemes.
So how am I supposed to protect my son?
What you're going to do is you're going to go to Landfair and take Al for a while. I mean, you do have joint custody. I think it's time that you started exercising those rights.
Thank you, Ellen. Hello.
Hello.
What a cheery greeting for baby Al's godmother.
Sorry.
No, I'm sorry. It's my fault. I know you're going through a terrible ordeal. At least you have a terrific lawyer.
Yeah. Question is, can she cook? I don't think I can look another tuna sandwich in the eye.
Where is the cook?
She got into a fight with Heron, so she quit, and then Vicky didn't find another one before she went off to Europe.
Tina, why don't you hire someone?
Well, I can't bring a stranger into the house when Vicky and Clint aren't even here.
Well, I can cook.
I know that. And if your diner was still open, I'd order in all the time instead of this.
I can cook here.
You'd cook for us?
Why not? I got plenty of time.
Oh, and are you serious?
Well, of course I'm serious. Come on, I suppose I start with your brunch. I'll make you... Where is Gabrielle? Where is she?
Well, she's in the nursery with Al.
All right, suppose I start with a mushroom and shallot omelet.
Oh. Oh, Wanda, that would be wonderful. Here. Thank you. You're not expensive, are you?
I'm family. I'm free.
Wow.
Mrs. Roberts, Oh, hello, Wanda.
Hello. Oh, what beautiful herbs.
Thank you.
Oh.
Fresh vegetables, too.
Oh, Gilbert, I have good news. Wanda is going to cook for us. That means, like, meat and everything, no more tuna fish.
All right, if we're going to start with this, we're going to add this to the eggs, and we will
What, you're going to add all this thing with this?
Yes, I certainly am, and we will have eggs Gilbert. Oh, Mary Lynn, I was so worried about you.
I know I should have called and let you know I wasn't coming into work today. It was rude and unprofessional, and I'm sorry.
No, really, that's all right. Look, I know you're very confused, and I have so much I want to tell you.
Well, I don't think she has anything to say to you.
Oh, but I do. I have a lot to say to both of you. And since you're here together, I guess now's the perfect time.
Oh, sweetheart, why don't you wait until you're calm?
I am calm. And no, I do not want to wait. 17 years is long enough.
All right. You know my side of the story.
And I know Lee's. And I also know that one of you is lying.
Well, I think the lies started when your father told you I was dead.
As far as I was concerned, you were dead.
Yes, you suffocated me emotionally, and then you took my daughter. I almost did die.
I'm surprised you even noticed we were gone.
Stop it! Both of you! If you want to argue, do it when I'm not around. I am trying to make sense out of all of this, and I cannot do it without your help and your honesty. Now, could you please, just once, tell me the truth? Tell me what really happened 17 years ago. You walked out on Lee, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Why did you tell me she left us?
Well, she already had in a way, emotionally at least. Sweetheart, she was leading another life. I had to take you away in order to protect you.
You did it to destroy me. You couldn't admit that you were half the reason that our rotten marriage fell apart, so you took our daughter as an excuse to get out. You didn't even let me defend myself.
You didn't have any defense. You weren't even worth fighting.
Oh, come on, you left like a coward. I wasn't the submissive little bride, was I, Tom? I didn't let you choose my friends, tell me how to think, raise our daughter, so you all did it your way, didn't you? Well, I will never forget that day when I walked in and I found out that you took my daughter.
And why weren't you in that house yourself looking after your daughter?
I couldn't stay there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I needed my space.
You found her too, didn't you? Outside of town at that ranch house.
Oh, you're going to start that again.
So Mary Lynn wants the truth. And the truth is you were an unfit mother. You were more concerned about entertaining other men than you were concerned about looking after your own damn daughter.
That is a lie, and you know that.
Oh, yes. Is it? I followed you to that ranch house, sweetheart. I waited all damn day for you to come out.
You did, and if you walked inside, you would have found out the truth.
That's enough! All I hear are the same accusations and the same hatred. All those years I dreamed of living with both my parents and having a family life like all the other kids. But I never dreamed it would be like this. This is hell!
No, but Mary Lynn, if your father gave me a chance, then we would have gotten a divorce. You could have lived with me half the time.
Oh, and then I would have been torn like I am now. Not knowing who or what to believe.
Right, but I want you to believe that I love you, and I want you a part of my life. I have a right to that.
You forfeited that right the day you went back out to that ranch.
Oh, stop it! Don't do this to me.
All right, Mary Lynn, look. I'm sorry.
Just leave, okay?
All right, really, I know how you feel, and we can talk about this later. Okay?
No. I don't want you to come back here.
Okay, then we can talk about it when you come to work, all right?
I can't. I can't work for you anymore, Lee.
Oh, please don't quit. I'm really sorry that I'm not the mother that you dreamed of, and I'm truly sorry that you had to witness this, but we can really work this out.
No. I'm tired of being pulled in opposite directions.
I don't want to lose you. Not after all this time. Not after we've come so far.
Just leave, okay? Just leave me alone. Please. So we're
all those reporters still camped out by the front gate?
There's this one guy, what's his name, Stella from The Intruder? He practically threw himself on the hood of my car screaming questions at me. I told him, go talk to the DA. He's the one looking for headlines.
Look, it was so sweet of you to try to talk to her before me, but that's what I paid Judith for.
I don't know what I was doing. I was hoping to appeal to the guy's sense of honor or compassion or something. I was hoping maybe I could get a human response out of him. I was trying to find some time so I could prove that Maria framed you.
Well, Herb has always been a very fair man.
He's looking to win, Tina. And I mean real bad. That's why he's going after the big one.
What are you talking about? What big one?
Big headlines, you know, a lot of publicity. Maybe he can ride the wave back into the governor's mansion. Hey, tell you what, come on, let's go out and go swimming. Forget about this for a while, huh?
No, I want to hear what you're talking about, what Herb said to get you so upset.
He was just being pig-headed, that's all.
Max, if there is something terrible going on that I need to know about, I would much rather hear about it from you than from anyone else.
It's something that Judith can probably fix this afternoon.
Would you just tell me what it is?
I assumed that you knew. Herb's going after murder in the first degree.
Oh, what? That means they...
I thought that Judith told you.
She never said a word.
Come on, Tina, don't panic over this, all right?
Yeah, don't panic. This is my life we're talking about. You know what this means? This means I could spend the rest of my life in jail. That is, if they don't electrocute me first. Look, I've got to call Vicky. I mean, she's friends with her. Maybe she can get him to change his mind.
It's not going to work. The guy is grandstanding.
Yeah, with my life.
Look, he's got no proof. All he's got is circumstantial evidence. The guy, he's not going to be able to win out.
Yeah, well, what
I
have he
tell
done?
you, he's running scared. He is. He knows he's going to lose this case. You ever notice how at parties, how the most insecure people talk the loudest? Well, that's all Herb is doing now. He's talking loud. Hey, look who's over here. Let me take it for a second here. Come over here, buddy. Come here, Al. Say hi to Mom. Make her smile. Let her know that everything's going to be okay.
Gabrielle, what's wrong? You look like you're upset.
I just got a call from the district attorney's secretary. They want me to come in for questioning.
You know, Asa suggested that very thing, that I pick up Al, bring him over to the mansion, and two of us just stay there for a while. It was a good idea.
I think it's a great idea, as long as he won't mind having me around a lot.
I don't even think he would mind having you move in for a while.
Oh, yeah? How would you feel about that?
Honey, I love the idea of living with you. That is why I want to get married. It's just that not now is a good time. Not at the mansion, not with Al. I can't do that to Tina right now.
Come on, she knows we're going to get married eventually.
Honey, it's not that. It's just she would think that I was trying to take Al away from her.
You're not taking Al away. You're exercising your own custody rights.
You know that, and I know that, but Tina would see it another way.
Look, she's the one who made you concerned for Al in the first place.
I know, but honey, even if I just brought this subject up to her, I'm telling you, she would flip out and take off.
I'm sorry. I was just trying to be helpful.
You are helpful. You're the most helpful, wonderful girl I know.
Woman.
Woman. I'm sorry.
At least you're still smiling.
Yeah, for the time being, but it's getting tougher all the time.
I know. So how long is Vicky supposed to be away?
I don't know. It doesn't make any difference. I'm telling you, if Vicky were here right now, I would still be worried about Al.
Well, what if I start stopping over at Land Fair? You know, I could check in, play with Al. I'm sure Tina would hate it, but if it would make you feel better, I'd be happy to do it.
There is something you could do for me if you would.
Name it.
It would call for a big sacrifice on your part,
Sweetheart, I would do anything to help you get through this crisis.
Fine. Then why don't you move into Land Fair with me?
What?
You heard me.
You want me to live under the same roof as Tina?
Short of walking over hot coals barefooted, I can't think of
But
anything.
you said that if there was anything
I know what I said, and it's true. I do want to help you, but that's not the answer. I mean, Tina would hate it. She would think that I was intruding, and it would be awful, and she'd think I was trying to flaunt my relationship with you in front of her, and I wouldn't blame her for that.
Come on, Landfair is a big place.
It is not big enough for the three of us, my dear.
But if I explained things to her, if I told her that things were going to be...
Trust me on this. She would throw me out the door and say that spies weren't welcome in her home. I'm not trying to be flip about this. I'm as concerned about Al as you are. Sweetheart, look, we wouldn't be able to keep the charade up for very long. We're not good liars.
It would be tough, but I will do whatever I have to do to protect my son. I can't just wait around for her to do something stupid.
I don't know. Now I feel guilty.
No, honey, don't feel guilty.
Well, what are you going to do?
I don't know. But I know what you should do. You should go home, and you should try to get some sleep.
I can't sleep. I want to stay here with you.
I know, honey, but come on, you're tired. You were up all night playing nursemaid for Patrick. You got to be wiped out. Now, come on, just go home and get some rest.
I love you.
Oh, you too.
Call you later.
You have no proof that Tina stole the poison.
The police found it in her purse.
Tina took it from Maria so that Vicky wouldn't get killed. Herb, it was a tragic accident that happened because of Maria's insanity.
So you told me several times.
Why are you being so unreasonable about this?
It's perfectly reasonable to me. The evidence speaks for itself.
There are no witnesses that saw Tina take the poison or Maria's death.
Can you prove Maria stole the poison?
There are people who will testify to Maria's instability, including her son and Vicky and Clint.
Now, you call all the witnesses you like. It's not going to make a bit of difference.
You yourself were going to prosecute Maria as an accomplice to Jessica's kidnapping. I may even call you as a witness for the defense.
Oh, well, I will cooperate to the best of my ability.
Why won't you change the charges?
Because, my darling, I have Maria's letter, which clearly establishes a motive, and that is the foundation upon which I will build my case. Blackmail is a very solid foundation indeed.
The contents of that letter are at best inconclusive and at worst the paranoia of a very disturbed woman.
It mentions a secret Tina doesn't want revealed.
A figment of Maria's sick imagination.
Oh, Tina hasn't told you that secret, has she? First she stonewalls the police, and now her own attorney?
What my client says to me is none of your damn business.
Well, in this case, I suspect it isn't worth repeating. Oh, come on, darling. Now let's forget about being adversaries and get back to being Herbie and Judy. I have a couple of appointments, but I'm free for lunch. Your restaurant, my treat.
You treat yourself. I'm having lunch alone.
What?
Well, look, just call them back and tell them you can't get into town.
I think it's better if I go along with this man. Otherwise, if I say no, then he'll read all sorts of things into my refusal. And, of course, that's not necessary.
Well, but tell him you need a lawyer, okay? It's always best if you have an attorney with you.
What are you trying to hide from the DA?
Nothing. I'll tell him anything he wants to know.
Well, now, don't just volunteer information. I mean, he's very tricky. He's going to be trying to trick you, you know.
Tina, don't worry about me. I'll be just fine.
Well, you're not taking Al.
I'll put him down for a nap before I go.
Oh. Be careful.
I
will.
Why does she have to be careful with the DA?
I meant I wanted to drive carefully.
Tina, you meant the DA. Now, has Gabrielle got something she can say that can harm your case, or what?
Would you just stop grilling me, all right? That's all anybody ever does.
Max, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Can't let the pressure get to you.
Yeah, but what am I supposed to do? The pressure never lets up, you know? I mean, it just keeps going on, and now they're going to drag poor Gabrielle down to the DA's office.
Don't worry about poor Gabrielle. She can take care of herself. She's got a lot tougher and a lot more independent since she got to Lambview. It must be something in the water. That's a joke, Tina.
Max, do you think that Herb can get Gabrielle to say things that she really wouldn't say?
Don't worry about it, okay? Tell you what, why don't you just go upstairs and take a nap while Al's asleep, all right?
What? Are you leaving?
Yeah, but I'll check back with you.
Oh, Max. Thank you for standing by me.
We're gonna get through this. You'll see.
Miss Medina, pleasure to meet you.
What is it that you want, Mr. Callison?
Please sit down. And don't be intimidated by my position. I'd like to keep this informal.
All right. But I doubt there's anything I can do to help you.
Well, maybe not. Tina's a very close friend of yours. You were together in Buenos Aires, and now you live at Landfair.
That's correct. But we weren't very close before I moved to Llanview.
Oh. How did you meet in Buenos Aires?
In the jungle. It was just after my father shot Maria. Jamie took Tina hostage to my father's cabin in the jungle, and I helped Max and Cord find Tina. Then I was taken hostage for a short time. But I understand Jamie is in prison here.
He's in Statesville. He'll spend the rest of his life there, so. You and Tina went through a harrowing experience together.
Yes.
Did you meet Maria in Buenos Aires?
No. She introduced herself when I arrived in Llanview.
Oh?
Well, she didn't want me to feel responsible for what my father had done.
Oh, well, that's very generous of her. Did you become friends?
Acquaintances.
Did you like Maria?
I didn't see her that often.
Do you think Maria was capable of killing Vicky? Tina claims she was.
Mr. Callison, I didn't think that my father was capable of the crimes that he committed, and I knew him very well. Maria, I don't know.
You think Tina is capable of murder?
No.
So you would say that Tina's been telling the truth?
Where is that girl?
Don't see her on the terrace.
She probably went upstairs to check on baby Al.
You're very fond of your godson, aren't you?
Well, yes, I am. Shouldn't I be?
Oh, he's a fine boy.
Well, I take my responsibilities very seriously, and I have never been a godmother before in my life.
You remember our meeting in the church the day of the baptism?
Yeah, of course I do.
You must have thought I was somewhat peculiar.
No, I thought you were somewhat cute.
Your eggs are getting cold.
Well, fine. We'll just go make some more when she comes down.
If you allow me, I'd like to develop a special hybrid flower and name it Wanda.
Oh, Gilbert, that's lovely. I would be very honored.
Yeah?
Larry!
Oh.
Larry, in here!
Oh. Hello, Gilbert.
Dr. Wallach, where's everyone?
Oh, I think that Tina's upstairs in the nursery with baby Al.
Oh, I told Vicky and Clint I'd come by and look in on them.
Excuse me, I have some work in the garden. Wanda, welcome to Landfair.
It's my pleasure to be here.
Welcome to Landfair. What's going on?
Heron and the cook had a fight, and the cook quit, and I volunteered my services. Now, do you want to go upstairs and see to Tina and baby Al, or do you want to tell me first what is wrong, please?
Cassie told me that Melinda's about to be released from the Compton Clinic.
Yes?
Well, she needs 2 sponsors, one of which is supposed to be a doctor, and I'm sorry, I can't do it.
Wait a second. Dorian is in Mendora, and David is in Europe, and the child has no family here, and Melinda is some kind of blood ties. I think that's a very, very, very good idea, and I can understand that you are gun-shy. Wait a second, and I don't blame you. But if you'll excuse me, I really think that you should give this some very serious thought.
Hello?
Am I forgiven?
Oh, it's you.
Lee, I'm real sorry about what happened yesterday.
No, it doesn't matter.
It matters to me. That's why I'm here.
No, you were consoling Tina, Max. She didn't have time for me. I understand.
Lee, something's upset you. Now, what is wrong?
Look, I don't want to deal with it now. As a matter of fact, I really don't want to talk about it at all, so if you'll excuse me.
Wait, whoa, ho. What's going on? Mary Lynn?
I've lost her, Max.
Did you tell her you're her mother?
No, Tom got to her first, and he told her the cruelest things about me.
Will she give you a chance to tell your side of the story?
No, she was really upset about all those lies, and she quit her job here with me.
Don't worry about it. She loves you. She loved you before she even knew you were her mother. Just give the kid a chance, get used to the idea. She realizes it's not the end of the world.
Have you been listening to what I just said?
Yeah, you said that you lost Marilyn's love to Tom, but I'm betting on the kid ending up with the mom.
Oh, go lead cheers for Tina.
What is with you?
Look, I don't want any of your Pollyanna advice.
Look, I'm just trying to help here.
I pretend you care when you obviously don't.
Who says I don't care? What do you want? You want me to say it once more with feeling? Is that it?
No, I want you to leave.
Tell you what, why don't I just go out the door, come back in again, we'll start all over again. With this attitude of yours, we're not going to get anywhere. You got to lighten up.
Look, I don't have time. I have to have lunch with Charles. I really don't
Charles?
have time.
As in?
Ambassador Sanders.
Uh-huh. And how long have you two been friends? I don't recall you mentioning this to me.
It's none of your business.
Well, the lady certainly doesn't waste time, does she? Tell you what, why don't you give Ambassador Sanders a boutonniere? My compliments.
Hi.
Hi.
I called your office. John said that you were down here meeting with a client.
Yeah, he just left.
Were you able to see Dr. Franklin?
Yeah, but that at 0. He says that he has more than enough patients right now, and he just can't take the responsibility of another one.
Well, look, Cassie, maybe I turned you down a little too hastily earlier today.
You'll be Aunt Melinda's medical sponsor?
Let's not... On one condition.
Okay, what is it? Shoot.
All right, the clinic feels that Melinda may be ready to face life on the outside, but there is a chance, a small one perhaps, that she can't.
What if we make her feel welcome? Give her a lot of support, get her started on the right foot. Don't you think that counts for something?
Absolutely, that's fine. All I'm saying is that at the first sign of trouble, I want her readmitted. Now, are you willing to go along with that?
Yes. Will you call the clinic?
Yeah, first thing this afternoon.
Sweetheart, feeling better?
Yes. I noticed a look on your face when I asked Lee to leave.
Oh, I must admit, I was very pleased that you chose to...
I didn't choose you. I didn't choose anybody. I'll stay here for a while if you don't mind. But I don't want to spend any more time with you than I do with Lee.
Mary Lynn, you still don't understand this.
How can I understand when both my mother and my father are lying to me? You know, I'm beginning to wonder if I really mean anything to you. Or am I just a way to get back at each other?
Come on, now, you mean the whole world to me. You know that.
Then why did you lie to me all those
To
years,
save
Dad?
you the hurt and anger you're feeling right now.
And so I wouldn't resent you for taking me away from my mother. Why didn't you just get a divorce and share custody of me?
To save you the hurt and embarrassment of the scandal, honey. And the hurt you'd feel hearing children say things about you because your mother was a prostitute.
She said it was a friend of hers who lived that way.
Yes, of course she did. But I know the truth.
If it is the truth, it was you she betrayed, not me. It doesn't mean she stopped loving me.
Sweetheart, she didn't give a damn about either one of us.
Well, if that's true, then I had the right to find it out for myself.
You were just a baby, honey. I had a responsibility to protect you.
I don't want your protection anymore. I can take care of myself, and I can make decisions for myself. Lee is going out of her way to be fair to you. She She even said she tried to make up with you. But you won't let that happen, will you, Dad?
How can you expect me to, huh?
I give up. I can't win.
Sweetheart, I'm sorry. I'm so very, very sorry that I've hurt you so deeply. And it's because of me that you're so disillusioned.
Yes, I am. I still love you. I always will. But the problem is, I don't think I like you very much right now.
You believe Tina's telling the truth?
If Tina says that Maria was planning on murdering Vicky, I see no reason to doubt her word.
Tell me, were you aware that Maria was blackmailing Tina? Did she ever mention that to you?
She said nothing about blackmail.
So Maria was just lying, maybe in order to set Tina up for the blame.
It seems possible to me.
Tina has a history of manipulating situations.
Are you trying Tina on her past mistakes?
Well, no, I've just wondered if you knew her history.
Why don't you consider Maria's past history? I understand she was up for trial just before she died.
Yes, someone brought that to my attention earlier.
So it might be worth considering.
Tina's lucky to have a friend like you.
I just don't like to see innocent people suffer.
Though the sword of justice is sharp, it will not slay the innocent.
Tina's counting on that.
Excuse me. Yes. Who? Just a minute. Miss Medina, thank you for coming in.
Good day.
Herb Callison.
Hey, Herb. Guess who?
What do you want, Jamie?
I'm calling to help you.
And I gather you'll want a very large favor in return.
It's about the Maria Roberts case. Now that I have your interest, if you're willing to make a deal with me, I've got enough information about this case to blow it wide open.
For your eyes only. Dyna Women's second quarter profits up. Reasons, hard work, active market, and the best boss in the whole world. Congratulations, Mary Lynn.
Hello?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. You must think I'm awful.
No, I just think that you might have forgotten about our lunch.
Oh, yeah, I did. I'm sorry. I just had a really bad day.
That's all right. I'm sorry about that. But while I was waiting for you to come downstairs, I had an inspiration. Turn around, please.
Turn around?
Uh-huh.
All right,
And
what do you
no
have planned?
peeking.
Okay. What is that?
Now you can look. This is for Madam, if Madam approves.
Madam approves. Patrick, what are you doing?
Oh, Isis. It's called aborting the experiment.
Oh, well, at least you're working on one instead of pining away for Kate.
Yeah.
Hey, what is this? Haven't you given this to her already?
Well, I've been trying to add something to the fragrance, sis. Something to make it a little more special.
What do you mean, more special?
Well, you see, it's not just perfume any longer. I've been trying to turn it into a kind of blood potion.
And, Herb believed you? I told him that you were not capable of killing anyone. He'll come to his own conclusions. And what about Maria's letter? Well, I also told him that there's no reason why I should doubt your word. If you tell me that Maria wasn't blackmailing you, then that's good enough for me. Gabrielle, you really are a wonderful friend. Wonderful. You know, I never lied in my life till I met you.
Well, it is for a good cause, though. Just remember that if I win my freedom, then you are going to get everything that's rightfully yours.
Everything?
Hello, ladies.
Whose bags are those?
They're mine. Before they left for Switzerland, Vicky and Clint offered me the opportunity to stay here if I wanted to. So I've decided to take them up on their offer.
You're moving in?
Gee. Thanks. I guess, that's real nice of you to move in here just to help me.
Well, Tina, I'm not doing this just to help you. I'm doing this for that little fellow over there. I'm here to look out after my son, Tina, so you don't try to take off with him again.
You're still upset about our little misunderstanding.
Tina, there was no misunderstanding about those airline tickets or the passports. Nor was there a misunderstanding about the fact that Max caught you going out the door. Otherwise, you'd be halfway to Switzerland right now.
Look, I did think about it, all right. It was a mistake, but I am human. But I realize now with friends that are as loyal as Gabrielle, well, then I'm sure to be vindicated.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Gabrielle has been a very good friend to you, and believe me, I appreciate that. But now that I am going to be staying here, I guess there's no reason for you to stay, Gabrielle.
No reason. Cord, I couldn't leave Al, not now.
I beg your pardon?
Look, I think what Gabrielle means is, she's family now. She's part of the family, and she's donated all this time to take care of Al without even asking for a cent. You certainly can't put her out of the house like the cat.
Listen to me, I'm not denying anything that Gabrielle has done. I just don't understand why she's done it.
I've done it because Tina needed me. And she still does, Cord. That's why I want to stay and be as much help as I can here at Lamb Fair.
Yeah, well, we certainly can't refuse that kind of generosity, can we?
Al does not need 3 grown people looking out after him 24 hours a day. Now, you will be here, I will be here, and now that Wanda's taken over the kitchen, she will be here, too.
Yeah, but you have a job. And as you said, Wanda's going to be busy in the kitchen, and even if things go well for me at this hearing today, I'm still going to have to spend a lot of time with my lawyers and with the district attorney's office.
I agree with Tina. And if you really do care about Al, you'll see that he knows me, and he trusts me, and he's happy.
Well, I can see that Gabrielle knows how to handle him, and he does seem to be happy when he's in her arms.
Yeah, he's been happy ever since she moved in.
Well, I guess as long as I am staying here, there's no harm in Gabrielle staying, too. Why rock little Al's boat any more than it needs to be?
Oh, thank you, Cord.
Yeah, and you won't regret it. I promise.
I better not. Listen, I'm going to go upstairs, I'm going to put these things away, and then I'll come back downstairs so I can take you downtown, okay?
What, you're going to the hearing with me?
Yes, Tina. I wouldn't think of not going.
Well, that means a lot to me. I mean, it really does. With you there, I'm sure that's going to give me a little more hope.
Honey, I'm going to be beside you through this whole thing. That way, I can be sure that you won't even think of taking off again.
So, I guess work has always been a real escape for me.
Well, then, that is something else that we have in common.
Oh, yeah?
And since you showed an oblique interest in my waterfront project, I have something to show you.
Well, what could that be?
Lands, you see.
Do you always come that prepared? What is
Well, it's my old Boy Scout training. I'm going to move this for a second.
Okay, here.
I would like to show you a little bit of one of my more mature endeavors, you see.
Oh, all right.
Now, this, as you can tell, is only an architect's rendering, so if there's any sore thumbs sticking out, well, just let me know.
Boy, I don't know. This looks pretty great.
Really?
I mean, you managed to keep the waterfront feel, and you still have a lot of retail marketplace here.
Lee, don't placate me now. I really want your honest professional opinion.
Charles, I am not placating you. I think this is great. I really do. I mean, I'd only make a few suggestions.
Please, please, suggest a way.
Yeah?
Yeah, now.
Well, all right. Here. See the side street here? You say it's going to be marked off for boutiques?
Well, that's the plan right now. Why? Is something wrong with that?
No, they're never going to make it through the first year.
Why?
You have to entice your customers. I don't know, put something like a toy store there.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Then Junior will grab Dad by the hand and take him to the toy store off the main drag down to the side street.
It's a little manipulative, but it works.
That's a great
also, I don't know, an ice
idea.
cream parlor, a museum.
Wait. I want to write this down. Ice cream parlor.
Oh, come on. Those are only ideas.
Well, ideas are very valuable, and these are terrific. Oh, wait a minute. I had an idea on here myself. I want you to tell me what you think. You see this right here? This is Decatur and Farragut.
Yeah?
And I'm planning to put a little pocket park right there. Do you like that?
Uh-huh. Well, it's a very imaginative idea for a very limited use of space.
You really think so?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I just had an idea about changing the name of this park.
Oh, from what to what?
Well, it was called Sanders Square, and I never really did like that very much. So, what do you think of, Lee's Lane? No, that sounds like a bowling alley. Well, it's on a corner. How about Lee's Corner? Do you like that?
I don't know, Charles. Don't they usually give you those honors when you're dead?
Well, I don't like doing things that are usual, and besides, you just earned it.
Well, I don't know. You know, I've been wooed with champagne and roses, but no one's ever given me a park.
Do you object?
No, what the hell? I'll take the park.
I like it. All right, now that we've settled that part, I want to show you the residential section.
Cindy, in some of the primitive tribes in Africa, love potions are more common than aspirin in your medicine cabinets.
But Patrick, you're not in the jungle anymore.
Well, I know that, sis. That's why I've been trying to synthesize the native's compound here in the lab.
I don't believe this. You mean you were actually going to try and slip some kind of love potion into Kate's perfume?
Yeah. And if I could have matched the potency of the native's formula with my compound, it would have worked.
Patrick, listen to me. You can't do this.
Look, I don't want to hear any more lectures, all right?
Damn it, Patrick. Look at me and listen. I am worried about you.
I am perfectly all right.
No, you're not. This need you have to hold on to Kate, it isn't love. It's a delusion.
Cindy, you're my sister, and I love you very much. But you just don't understand.
I understand that you are a brilliant and sensitive man, but you've forgotten all about your work. Your every thought's devoted to trying to keep Kate from marrying Cord. Well, it has to stop.
I've heard enough of this.
You haven't heard me at all. Look, Kate found a new life with another man. It is sad, but it isn't the end of the world. Look, I'm not trying to hurt you by telling you this. I love you. You have so much to give, Patrick. Don't cheat the rest of the world, and most of all, don't cheat yourself. Let her go, Patrick. Let her go.
Ah, sis. I tried to hide from the truth for so long. But I've lost her. And I just have to face that. One thing's for sure. I got the best sister in the world to help me through it. And thanks to you, I'll get over Kate. And I will.
Don't miss the danger at Mount Rushmore.
Always know your opponent.
And she is good.
And we've got to be better. She's already tried to kill us once. Who knows when she'll try again. We have got to be prepared for anything.
I want Robert Scorpio and Anna Devane wiped off the face of this earth. Only a killing machine can take care of Scorpio and Devane.
Get away from here! It's a bomb! Oh, my front door!
The excitement continues at Mount Rushmore on General Hospital, weekdays.
So, Mary Lynn, what did you do to your eye anyway? I bumped it in the bathroom. I guess I was just so upset about everything that's happening. I wasn't looking where I was going or what I was doing. So anyway, tell me about your aunt. Well, she was a concert pianist before she went into the hospital. So I thought if I asked Mom to provide a piano for the apartment, then she might feel a little more at home. You're really excited about meeting her, aren't you?
Yes, I am. I mean, with Mom in Mendora and David and Jenny in Europe, and Dad working on the Maria Roberts trial, I'm really running low on family here.
It's funny. You have too few relatives, and all of a sudden, I have too many.
You decided not to see Lee today?
When I didn't go into work, she came by the house.
Was your dad there? Oh, that bad, huh?
Yes. They were at each other, tooth and nail. She was saying it was his fault. He was saying it was her fault. It was as if I wasn't even there. I finally had to ask Lee to leave.
Does that mean you believe your father's version of the story?
No more than